Sollenbarger, a speech language pathologist. Today we're going to do some fun get to know you questions. So as I always say, make sure you have your water handy, make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. If your shoulders are up and scrunched, I want you to think about how can I bring my shoulders down, and then if you need handles on your chair to hold you upright so that you're not leaning one way or the other, go ahead and get a chair that's nice and comfortable. Also, don't forget, before you do your answers on this one, you're going to want to go back and do your vocal warm-ups. Your vocal warm-ups, we have some neck stretches, and then you're going to do your loud ahs. The loud ahs really set you up for success in order that you're loud enough to do these. And other reminders, if you're not sure if you're loud enough, then grab your phone and record yourself, or grab a person to tell you if you're loud enough or not. So those are ways that can help you gauge. And then when you find out, if someone tells you, yeah, you're loud enough at that volume, then that's the effort level you need. You want to feel how much effort level did that take me? And then you're going to want to continue to make that amount of effort on all of the answers you give me. Sometimes it's a lot of effort. It's an 8, a 9, a 10. But if that is going to help you for other people to hear you, and then it's going to get easier in time. So stick with these exercises. Okay, these are some fun, random questions. So I'm going to ask you a question, and then you're going to answer it for me. Unfortunately, I can't hear your answers, but your goal is to stay loud when you answer your question. So try to really use that good effort level. Be loud, like you're in a place that's really noisy and you have to talk over people. Just remember, no shouting, yelling, or screaming, because that can damage your vocal cords. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask you the question, then I'm gonna hold out my hand. You're gonna answer the question. If these are easy for you, then I want you to make longer sentences and then keep your voice up throughout the sentence. If these are kind of hard for you to think of an answer on the fly, just do short 1, 2, 3 word answers. You don't have to make it elaborate. So the only goal in all of this is not how fancy your answer is, but that you're staying loud. Okay, here we go. First one. If you could magically have one item you own with you anytime you want it, what would it be? If you could magically have one item you own with you anytime you want it, what would it be? Use that good loud voice. Okay, good. If you had a time machine, where and when would you go? If you had a time machine, when and where would you go? Great. Where was the setting of the last dream you had? Where was the setting of the last dream you had? All right, and then some of these questions are pretty silly. So if you don't have an answer, I don't care. All you have to say is, I don't have an answer, but you have to make it in your good loud voice. So make sure you stay loud. If you had to participate in one extreme sport, what would it be? If you had to participate in one extreme sport, what would it be? Great. I could not live without blank. Okay, so you're gonna fill in the blank. I could not live without. Good job, guys. Stay loud. What is one customer loyalty card that you own? What's one customer loyalty card that you own? Good. What would you name your first child? So this may not be appropriate for, what did you name your first child if you had a child? Good. If you could only wear one color for the rest of your life, what would it be? If you could only wear one color for the rest of your life, what would it be? Good. Are you staying loud? Make sure you use your good effort levels. Okay, this one's a fill in the blank. I respect blank. Who do you respect? You can say, I respect. This is a silly one. How many slices of pizza can you eat in one setting? How many slices of pizza can you eat in one setting? Good, stay loud. What was the most recent movie you've seen? What is the most recent movie you have seen? Doing great. All right, what's one place that you would never be caught dead in? What is one place you would never be caught dead in? All right, would you rather outdoor malls or indoor malls? Answer outdoor malls or indoor malls. Good, stay loud. If you could have chosen your own name, what would it be? If you could have chosen your own name, what would it be? Good. If money wasn't an object, what would you buy for your room or your house? If money wasn't an object, what would you buy for your room or your house? Good. And we're coming towards the end now. We have 6 more questions, so you might have to increase that effort level, meaning that you have to be a little bit louder. Give me more effort when you talk. What's one thing you would change about yourself? What's one thing you would change about yourself? And good, as we do the last few, if you're getting really, really tired, shorten your answers. So the whole goal is that you're staying loud. And if you're at a sentence level, that can be really hard, so maybe just shorten what you're saying. If you had to travel 1 mile roller skating, rollerblading, or skateboarding, which would it be? If you had to travel 1 mile roller skating, rollerblading, or skateboarding, which would it be? Good. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? What's the farthest you've traveled in 1 day? What's the farthest you've traveled in 1 day? Good. If you could choose a $100 shopping spree to any store, which store would it be? If you could choose a $100 shopping spree to any store, which store would you choose? Good, last one. If you were part of a fairy tale, which stereotypical character would you be? Like the knight, the fairy, the witch, the dragon. If you were part of a fairy tale, which stereotypical character would you be? Okay, so if you guys want to do that video again, if it was too hard for you, then I want you just to pause after I ask you the question, if I'm not leaving you enough time. So then that way you can focus on your answer and then you can stay loud. If it was too easy, again, I want you to expand on your phrases. The longer you speak, more at the sentence level or the paragraph level, then it's gonna be harder because you're gonna have to sustain that airflow and that volume at longer and longer lengths. So you guys can modify this however you need to make it easier, to make it harder. You can go back again, change your answers. This can be a really good cognitive task so that you're having to think while you're keeping your voice up. Thanks, everyone.